What's up guys, welcome to my channel, and in this video we will discuss that is it worth installing iOS 14 on the iPhone XS Max. So without wasting any more time, let's get right into today's video, shall we? So as you all know, it's been few days that iOS 14 have been rolled out to the public, and it has been really great for many users, but many users are also getting bugs. So I thought let's make a video about about is it worth installing the iOS 14 software on your iPhone XS. So I installed it on my device, I used it for some days, and till now it has been awesome. Like, for example, earlier I was getting 1.5 day of usage of battery life and performance, including everything. My usage is moderate, and I was getting 1.5 day of usage. My battery life is at 91%, so yeah, that also matters. But I'm sharing my experience, and on iOS 14 after updating, that is a bit down. But considering it is the first beta, like, no, I don't mean beta, it means it is the first firmware of iOS 14. It means that it will improve after some time. So I was getting 1.5 day of usage, but now I'm getting 1.2 days of usage. It means 1 day, and earlier I was getting 1 day and 5 hours. Now I'm getting 1 day and 2 hours. So yeah, there is that. So you will get a less battery life, but performance is much better. I played some games in on this, and this is much more fluid and much more quicker to response than iOS 13. Talking about the Face ID is also been improved in iOS 14. Face ID feels now much more quicker in iOS 14 rather, and when I installed iOS 13.7 on this, the Face ID for some reason slowed down. I don't know what it is, just for me or what, but it slowed down for me. But after when I installed iOS 14, it is now back to normal, or even it is much more quicker than earlier. So yeah, there is that. And then talking about the charging speed is about the same, because charging speed are usually but usually when iOS 12 came out, and then when iOS 13 came out, when I jumped from iOS 12 to 13, iOS 13 made my device a bit quicker in terms of charging, but this time iOS 14 didn't made my device feel faster while charging. Now let's talk about the user interface and let's talk from a user perspective. So from an average user perspective, I used it for some time. That's why my video is delayed on the iPhone XS. I was testing as I put my SIM on this device and tested for some days, and my experience has been really great. It is a great software. It has been amazing. Like, I didn't got this good performance and everything from any first software released till now. I don't know it is just for me or what, but I'm sharing my experience. When I installed iOS 13 on this device was great. Like, when I of course, this device came with iOS 12, but when I installed iOS 13 on this iOS 12, this device came with iOS 12, but when I installed the iOS 13, it was feeling great. But it was, of course, the performance was less than iOS 12, which is from almost every firmware, but on iOS 14 this device is running really great. So now let's talk about the final verdict. Should you install iOS 14 on your device, on your XS, or not? So the final verdict is yes, it is worth installing iOS 14 on this device. Yes, there are some bugs, but we can bear with it. It is not a big deal. Like, of course, we know every software have bugs, so does the iOS 14 have, but those bugs are just really minor. Though you won't notice them, that are just noticeable for a developer or for a YouTuber who makes videos on iOS like me. So yeah, it is worth installing iOS 14 to your device right now. Peace out. I'll meet you all in the very next episode, and yeah, be sure to back up your device before installing it in case something went wrong. So be sure to back up all of your data to iCloud or to your computer. Peace out. I'll see you all in the very next episode.